Tuesday, June 27th, 6:58 a.m. I've been in the office since about 6:15, and I've got a lot to do today. I've already written down my talk breaks and got everything. Sorry, moving stuff around because I'm on in the next few minutes or so. I've already written down all of my talk breaks. That's me turning off my ringer. Written down my talk breaks, got my trivia questions, and because it's Tuesday, we have sales meetings on Tuesday. And I had to print out a bunch of stuff to read while I'm here because the sales meeting happens at 11. And as you know, I'm on the air until 10:48. So, well, that's the last time I talk is 10:48. And so now I have to multitask and read this stuff that he wants us to read, and as well as do everything else. So because it was sent in an email, I figured I cannot sit there and just read an email between bouncing from here, answering the phones, and doing all kind of other stuff. So I figured it was just best to print it out, keep it in front of me, read it as I go throughout the day. Well, throughout the morning. I'm a little sleepy today, but I do expect that I'm going to be getting it together shortly. I'm watching the log system. Top of the hour. And now Steve Harvey is back on the air. So I'm going to have to start listening to them so that I can be able to talk about whatever it is they're talking about when it kicks back over to me. A couple of my talk breaks are really long today. I've got a 2-minute and 40 seconds. I can breeze through that. That's a good morning, inspirational quote. Hope everybody's having a good day. Toss out a question. My next break after that is 4 minutes and 15 seconds, which is a little long. So today's trivia is going to be centered around matching up the famous people and their given names. So I'm going to give them the given name of the person, the legal name, and they have to give me their stage name. The first one's kind of easy, so I'm hoping to God that a lot of people call in and I can get everybody to talk to me for at least 30 to 40 seconds or so, and that'll eat up some of that 4-minute time. I need honestly, I need about 2.5-3 minutes of callers to call in, and then I can talk and give out the next question for the second half of that time, because 4 minutes and 15 seconds is long. I've had a break one time, I think it was 5 minutes long, and I just kind of winged it and talked about, whatever was going on. My voice is not as alert as it normally is, and I'm gonna have to do something about that, because shortly I've got to good morning and do all that good talking and stuff, and yeah, I gotta do that. So I'm gonna be back in a few minutes and we'll chat some more. Alright, I've had 2 talk breaks, my opening break, and then I was hoping for a lot of callers for the second break, so I didn't have to talk a full 4 minutes. I did get one guy who answered the question, and the question was this: LaDonna Adrienne Gaines used what stage name during her career? Today I'm focusing all about stage names. He was able to grab it off of the first name. It was Donna Summer. So I talked with him a little bit, got it up to about 30 seconds, and then I just had to talk for the rest of it, which was okay, because what I did was I announced the birthdays. We got several people from the birthday club's birthdays today, and our city is also celebrating its birthday. So I gave a little bit of city history, talked about that and stuff like that for a little while. And then I said hello to some people who I know are listening, but they can't call in because of where they work, things like that. So I was able to kind of finesse my way into talking for the full entire break. Right now it's 7:43. I don't start talking again until about 7:56. So I've got some time. The last question I just asked in the 4-minute break, because yeah, I drug that. I left like a minute to announce the question, read it twice, and then read the phone number. The last one was Frida Josephine McDonald broke headlines long before there was internet when she danced in France wearing only jewelry and bananas. What was her stage name? And it was Josephine Baker. I got 3 callers called in, and then I turned the phone lines off so I could do some editing, because I like to have all the callers on one stream. And then at the end of each of these segments, I have been I need to do some stuff. At the end of each segment, I put a little clip of the person singing. So I had to go, of course, find a Josephine Baker song, because everybody doesn't have that. We clearly don't have that on the station, so I had to find a Josephine Baker song and put it at the end. So that worked out really good. Now I know I need to go find, and I know we have it in our music log, I just have to look for it, a Bruno Mars clip, because I got his real name coming up next. I'll be sure, and I threw out Tamar Braxton's middle name in the hopes that somebody will catch that. She says it a couple times on the show, so if they watch, they'll know. So I know I have got to go and find a Tamar song, which is fine, because I think I got it around in my section of music somewhere. So that's what I'm doing. Right now, they're doing the prank, and I've got about 10 minutes before I have to do stuff. So let me go and grab these songs and edit them. I'll be back in a little bit, hopefully. So I'm getting ready to play the answers to a Bruno Mars question and recap the strawberry letter in a couple minutes. In about 2.5 minutes. So yeah, I'm also having like a fuzzy hair day, and I don't even care. I'm turning up the monitors so that you guys can hear the calls that are playing.
Put your life experience and knowledge to work as you change your
if you can hear that,
change your child's life at Propel Schools. Apply today. Propel Schools is seeking math and science.
It's my voice on the commercial.
To make a difference. Gain your teacher certification while you learn from mentors at one of the fastest growing.
Yeah, that's my voice on the commercial. I'm going to start the timer, because my break this time is 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So I'm going to start the timer when it gets down to about 5 seconds.
Call right now, because this free ticket offer expires this Friday. That's
Right
250
now.
5900.
Starting the music now.
5900.
Star 94.7 is Lavette in the morning. Who am I speaking to?
Hey, Lavette, Monica, how are you?
I'm great, Monica. How are you?
I am well.
These calls
Is it
that were
Bruno Mars?
pre-recorded.
It is none other than Bruno Mars.
I know. I'm so mad that this concert is sold out.
I know. I was hoping to get tickets to that too, but we're going to have to see him when he comes back around again some other time. Star 94.7 is Lavette in the morning. Who am I speaking to?
It's Wayne again.
Good morning, Wayne again. Do you think you know who that is?
He's called twice, that's why.
Yes, we are. That is Bruno Mars, none other than the shortwood himself. Star 94.7 is Lavette in the morning. Who am I speaking to?
Hi, this is Byron Newberry.
Good morning, Mr. Byron Newberry. Do you believe you have the answer to that question?
My mic is live now.
All right.
That's right, and that's what I like. I like when everybody calls in and you all make sure that you get the answers correct. Let me go ahead and recap this strawberry letter for you, because this girl is going to clearly need a little bit of help. Now, the title of the strawberry letter is From Sugar Daddy to Sour Daddy, and it's basically written by a woman in her 20s that she said she was in love with a man who is 20 years older than her. They've had a relationship for 6 years. They found out he was a family friend, so they decided to keep it kind of on the low. But they caught feelings for each other. However, and this is where I'm mixed up at, if he caught feelings for her, he ended up marrying somebody else. So he got married, and they still continued on doing everything that they were doing. However, she's met a man that she's really in love with. She no longer is in love with the sugar daddy, and she wants to move on, but he doesn't want to let her go. And she basically wants to know, should she tell his wife? I guess like in a in sort of a way to get him to let her go should she tell his wife. Shirley said simply change your number, stop answering his phone calls. You know, a whole lot had to go along with that. J. Anthony Brown said that he knows this is not going to be over. Meaning that the man is just going to be sitting outside her house and, you know, just showing up at will. Tommy called her selfish, as he usually does. And he says that she can't leave because she needs to keep it between him and her. Don't tell the wife, but there is no way out of this kind of situation because he's been a good sugar daddy, holding up to all his sugar daddy duties. And now she's a bad sugar baby and making sugar babies look bad. Now, I've got a lot of extra questions and stuff, but I guess we can't get them answered. I'm going to be posting this letter up on the station Facebook page, so be looking out for it. But right now, let's get back to part 2 of the strawberry letter. I overtalked by a couple seconds, and that means I'm joining in the middle of a song, which stinks. And somebody's calling, so I have to switch things up and answer the phone. I have a caller named Carmen who calls me almost every day to talk about the strawberry letter, and I'm thankful to her for it because sometimes nobody calls, and she's really able to give some advice because she's married, and a lot of these strawberry letters revolve around marriages or relationship issues. Okay, I did already ask the Bruno Mars question.
Sugar daddy to sour daddy. And listen, if you have any relationship issues, please email us at steveharvey.com and submit your letters.
Still struggling to read this memo article for the sales meeting today because I'm doing 50,000 other things. All right, everybody. So sorry if it's crooked. I'm sitting the camera up on top of my little paperclip holder. This is the side that you don't see. I'm actually in the office right now, handling some paperwork, setting up appointments, and getting some things done. So I should, I'm trying to get out of here because I got tons of stuff to do. It's a Friday, and I finished a wedding reception. I'll probably insert some clips here-ish. I finished that, and I have to deliver it today. So yeah, I'm gonna be done with the radio. It's Friday, June 30th, 11:02 a.m. Probably be here another hour, and then I have to skedaddle. So I'll be back in just a little bit to catch you up. And I'm not alone. That's why I'm whispering. Good morning, everybody. It's Monday, July 3rd, and it's about 8:31 a.m. I go on for 6 minutes, and just wanted to do a little recapping. Probably going to do a reaction video today to Jay-Z's newest album called 444. Public Enemy has a new one called Nothing is Quick in the Desert. Gonna do a reaction to that one. But right now I'm in the studio alone, and the Steve Harvey Morning Show this morning is a rerun. So I'm just kind of rolling with it. People did call in about the strawberry letter, even though it was a repeat. Let's see what else. And I'm gathering trivia stuff. This is National Black Family Month, so I'm just kind of gathering information and things of questions that I want to ask about trivia later on today, later on next week, stuff like that. Should have taken my camera today because I had to go upstairs to our storage unit, which is creepy as heck, and I don't know why I didn't take a camera to document it, although I did record some videos on Messenger to my friends, and if they're not too bad, I'll insert them here so that you guys can see. I don't do creepy basement-y looking things, and this is definitely kind of like what I had to do. And I already don't like elevators, and I had to take a freight elevator up there to it. Not my thing. Once again, I'm in the office alone this morning. only for a short time. And like I said, you know, I keep everything locked up in here because I don't do, you know, I watch too many scary movies. I think that's the problem. Over the weekend, I did watch, did I see anything new? I don't think I saw anything new. I saw that Okja thing that Netflix had on about that new Super Pig kind of movie. And they put a lot of money into that movie, and I practically was just like, okay, so, okay, you totally could have took this money and put it on something else and not canceled Sense8 or something. That's just me. But yeah, it was okay. It was okay. And oh, I watched a movie that has been out for a while, but I just never seen it. I watched it because I was bored. I watched How to Be Single. I thought that movie was really cute. I liked it. So I'll probably end up watching it again. I have a ton of movies and ton of catching up to do. I didn't get to watch Claws last night, which I always do. So I'm going to be watching it when I get home and then upload my recap of Claws. So Monday is always a busy day for She Busy Productions and the Chatty Passenger. So what I think I'm gonna leave the office in decent timing today and make sure I get everything done. I'm getting ready to go on air shortly with the responses to the strawberry letter. However, it's mostly recorded because everybody called in. So I got 3 minutes of me talking to other people, which is awesome sauce, because my next break would have been 4 minutes and 15 seconds. And these two conversations that I edited together are 3 minutes and 15 seconds. So all I got to do is talk for 1 minute, which is awesome sauce. And I'm throwing out a question for trivia. Basically want to know, this comedian from Zamunda has 9 children, and one of them is by a former Spice Girl. Who is he? Eddie Murphy. So that's what I'm going to be doing after this JCPenney and Burger King commercial. If you hear music, it's the Steve Harvey music that plays when they're away and kicking it back to us, but in my headphones I hear our commercials. So right now I'm hearing a JCPenney commercial. Alright, so the Steve Harvey morning show has concluded, and now I'm playing the local music. I'll be on air until, I think the last time I talked today is 10:53. It's normally 10:58, but 10:48, but today it's 10:53. I'm okay with that. I'm sitting here. I've made some sales calls, and I've got some notes here on stuff that I need to follow up with, some emails I need to write, and I've got an appointment today at 1. So it's going to be a pretty busy day, but tomorrow is the holiday, and I believe I have the holiday off because I believe Steve Harvey's going to be a rerun. I may record 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, probably 12, 13 talk breaks to be inserted tomorrow, so it sounds like I'm here, but yeah, I may just do kind of like how they do Run That Prank Back. I may just play like best of, because the last holiday I was in here working and it wasn't cute because I was the only one who had to come. So I may just do a best of type show for tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Yeah, it's 10:04. My eyes are tired. And I've got a lot to do today. So fingers crossed everything will be fine. I'm playing Baby by Brandy. Then we're going to play Starboy by The Weeknd and Daft Punk. And of course, it's time for me to start looking and see if I play Tamar. I don't. That's okay, because I'm acting like I don't have the single. I do. But I like to play it. Alright, everybody. If I don't see you anymore, then that means that I have uploaded this. And I want to tell you all, have a great day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ask questions, because I'm always down for answering them. And I will see you all next Monday. Bye.